Mujin is a commentary YouTuber with an impressive track record. Currently sitting at 440,000 subscribers, one can't deny that his future looked bright. However, after causing a controversy that was unforgivable in the eyes of his community, he lost over 100,000 subscribers while his viewer count plummeted to 3 digits. He somehow managed to turn everyone against him and killed all that he had built from the ground up. His career began on April 25, 2022, when he created his channel as a creative outlet while he was working an internship that he despised. The first video Mujin made was about how you shouldn't hesitate to watch anime like he did until the pandemic. At the time, his vision was to have an anime-centric channel. But after 3 videos and the inability to get more than 10 views with all of them combined, he decided to try a less saturated niche, Genshin Impact. Having discovered the game fairly recently, Mujin saw an opportunity and decided to reformat a popular trend in Genshin while talking in an exaggerated voice. He thought that this would be an instant success like the many others before him, but then he realized that there was a problem. 7 days after uploading, the video got 94 views and he did not gain a single subscriber. As a last resort, he would create a TikTok account and upload a clip from his video. After waking up the next morning, he was in for an unexpected surprise. The TikTok had accumulated over 250,000 views and he had gained over 400 subscribers. All of these factors combined would motivate him to keep making videos, but eventually he would get distracted on September 2022 as his second year of his master's degree was starting. The intensity of the classes gave Mujin no spare time, and he essentially left his channel to rot for over a year, convincing himself that YouTube and the accumulated €384 he had made in total revenue was only going to be a fun little memory for the rest of his life. In the end though, this would only prove to be a temporary setback, because on August 2023, as his studies were coming to an end, his best friend called him on Discord to show him something funny, something that would change his life forever. His friend had found an unofficial Genshin Impact interactive map tool that was designed to help you find hidden things in-game. Players could choose to leave helpful comments, but by the time they had reached the newest region, they were also attaching ridiculous memes. Mujin was not expecting to find this to be this funny. He was, however, shocked to find out that no other content creator had reacted to this after typing it on YouTube. At the time, this did not make any sense to him, as Genshin Impact was going through one of its worst content droughts in history. This made him hang up the call with his friend immediately and record a quick video showcasing it to the world, except this time, he wouldn't over-exaggerate his personality and remain as genuine as possible. Within a day after upload, the video had 3,000 views, but within less than a week, it had reached 100,000, with many supportive comments and a very high like to dislike ratio. Even though Mujin had already started a new job, he understood that momentum like this on YouTube only happened once in a lifetime. So he would go on making videos about the crazy things that the Genshin community got involved in over the years, attracting both new and old players alike, and going from 15,000 subs to 100,000 in just 4 months. As this was all happening, he started receiving sponsorships and would save enough money to quit his job on March 2024 to pursue content creation full-time, while pivoting to other topics such as VTubers and general controversies to now being lucky enough to talk about anything he finds interesting. Over time, his views would keep going up, and by 2025, his sub count would reach well over 440,000 subscribers. From anyone's point of view, Mujin was doing very well, and his career was only getting started. That was until the incident happened, and all of this would start coming to an abrupt and unexpected end. On February 14th, 2025, Mujin would start to feel a weird sensation in his pelvic area. Upon further inspection, he would realize that his phallus had surprisingly grown a few inches. However, he was too lazy to go to a doctor. so he would stay at home and continue to make videos while hoping that it was some sort of allergic reaction. But as time went by, whatever was bothering him in his pants had begun to get worse and worse. By the beginning of March, his genital would reach an astonishing 32 inches, the equivalent of 81 centimeters. Walking would start to feel like a chore, and sitting down felt uncomfortable. But still, Mujin refused to go to the doctor until one day he was forced to. On April 1st, 2025, as he was scrolling through his Twitter feed, he came across fan art of a half-naked older woman. This was the first time that he'd experienced arousal since acquiring his weird condition on February 14th. And as it turns out, it would also be his last. As the blood of his body was moving downwards, Mujin started to feel lightheaded and exhausted. It turned out that diverting so much blood to a 32-inch monster meant that there was none left for anything else, and he was dangerously close to experiencing cardiac arrest. Luckily, he had kept his phone next to him and called emergency services. As they arrived, they were able to understand the situation very quickly, immediately injecting 5 liters of blood in his sausage to stop his heart from malfunctioning. Mujin would then be taken to a hospital, and while sitting in his hospital bed, he would make a post on YouTube telling his audience of what happened, hoping they'd understand that he couldn't upload for a little while due to his condition. After posting, he then checked the comments, hoping to find some supportive viewers wishing him well, but was shocked to find that they had effectively turned on him. Oh, so now I don't have to worry about 12 inches anymore. I'm competing with a 32-inch monster, and we're in the same dating pool. Rotten hell, Mujin, you disgust me. I have been watching you since your Genshin videos, but I am disappointed. I can barely make it to 6 inches, and there you are showing off with a 32-incher. You are shameless. I thought you respected women, I really did, but 32 inches? Wow. Unsubscribing. Within 24 hours of making his post, his channel would go through a mass unfollowing movement, losing over 100,000 subscribers in a day. At this point, Mujin was watching his entire career shatter before his eyes, but that would be the least of his worries as his doctor walked in the next day. According to the doctor's diagnosis, it seemed that he had an extremely rare genetic condition by the name of tria crura, which means 3 legs in Latin. That's when he was given a choice: either shrink his penis down to a humble 12 inches or never walk again. Seeing that he had grown attached to his 3rd leg and even given it a name, Marcus, Mujin chose the latter, opting to stay in the hospital bed for the rest of his life, while being unable to upload videos anymore. Ever since the incident, no one has heard anything from him. His channel has died, and whenever his name is mentioned, the only thing anyone has to say is that they hope to never compete against his 32-incher in the dating pool. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. I'll see you in like a week. I love you. Mwah.